Morning Thailand supported by Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business.
Welcome back to Morning Thailand with Phai Golf and Kun Chen. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับ
Now Kun Chen, today we'll talk about the PDRC protesters here. A lot of people wonder whether the demonstration would drag on. Earlier they said it would be ending before New Year's celebration. However, it seems that a lot of people had to count down on Ratchadamnern Avenue, right?
Actually, they are trying to finish it before New Year. But there's so many strategies have point out to the public recently. Kun Suthep Thesuban, the PDRC leader, now called for extreme measures.
Like more extreme
they-
that we're facing now? Okay.
They would rate Kun Yingluck Shinawatra, the Prime Minister, the acting Prime Minister and her family, as well as Thaksin regime as a whole, out of the country. He vows to seize Bangkok for the whole January if they cannot get it finished within this month. Because he and his supporters believe that the Pheu Thai will win the election landslides. Therefore, they cannot wait until the general election takes place. So Thaw, he said he feels now sympathetic for PDRC people, especially those protesters who have occupied the registration venue for days to disrupt the registration process and all the administration of the EC. Suthep Thesuban still calls on his supporters to fight until the end, as they have come too far to retreat right now. He also comments on the PDRC's way of fighting as more peaceful and much higher than the government and its supporters. However, the next move for them is to push the strategies to the extreme that he requests all protesters must help each other in reporting on the PM, meaning that from now on until the end of this year, which is next week, the PDRC will use social media and electronic devices to track on Kun Yingluck using Twitter, Facebook, Line, etc. They will report her locations, where she goes, where she eats, and who she meets on 24/7 basis.
And then people can go blow whistles at her.
Yes.
I don't know.
Suthep claims that Kun Yingluck has very thick skin, so they have to push her to the limit that she couldn't stand it anymore and resign. Because as well, he said that after December the 31st, if Kun Yingluck still decides to stay, the PDRC will practice people uprising or people revolution, which he calls it as the checkmate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because he wants all the fight to end within January, so they will use any measures right now. Without that, he insists that the fight is for the sake of the nation and everyone should make sacrifice. But I would say this is more like to sacrifice Kun Yingluck.
Yeah, it's like I have to say, whatever, regardless of what your principle is or your ideology is, harassing people is not, I don't think, the solution.
And it's not acceptable.
Yeah, exactly. And to threaten her family, that's kind of scary as well.
And right now, I would say that we have come to the point that to have the reform even before or after the election would not help the political conflict, which we may call it a deadlock, to end very easily. One of the reasons is that right now the idea of reform is still on the condition of excluding those who think differently out of the frame. Many academics comment that the PDRC cannot claim themselves as moral authority and call on uprising, because to label themselves as good people doesn't mean that they are doing the right thing. Right now, the politics has expanded itself farther than the territory of Bangkok and its elites, which leads to the fact that there's not much difference between capital and the rural in the country. One interesting comment from Ajahn Phung Thong Phakwaraphan from the political science faculty, Chulalongkorn University. She said that one of the flaws of the PDRC is that they call the rural people as uneducated, poor, and do not understand democracy, which they say this as if those people cannot hear them. But in reality, the rural people can hear the PDRC very clearly, and they know what democracy is.
Well, with the threat of dragging on the demonstration or raising the level of demonstration against the acting prime minister, I don't think that would be the point, because if the demonstration that I would say would be taking until the end of January, the election would take place only in a few days.
Right.
After that.
So that's no point that you have to pressure her to resign.
So at this point, I think
No, they would pressure her to resign the end of this year.
Oh,
If
the end
she,
of
before,
this year.
prior. Okay, well, that's one of the things. I think at this point, not much you can say. You know, obviously, we're going to have to see the updates and to see which direction it's going to. But still, hopefully, finger crossed that the end of this year there's not going to be any violence, because we don't want to see any loss of lives and such for this particular incident. All right, with that, we're going to have to say goodbye because we're running out of time. However, thank you, Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business.
And if you have any questions or comments you would like to express, send us an email to morningthailandshow@gmail.com or facebook.com/morningthailand. Thanks for joining the program. We'll see you again tomorrow. And 5
Golf
เชน
สวัสดีค่ะ